Welcome to the finals of Club Mecha Season 2. Isaax, 2 games to 1 over Hero Ajax. Mathismight, 2 games to 1 over Sparty. Sets up the final. Isaax is going to be on the near side in blue, a missile specialist. After being bedeviled by it in the semis, he takes it himself. Tarantula Void Eye start. Mathismight on the far side, giant specialist with sabers and hounds. So this is not the build we've seen a ton from Isaax. And, it always hurts to have picked the Tarantula starter and see that your opponent has the sabers, right?
One saving grace here, though, is we have the Void Eyes, which are going to help against the Hounds. So it is possible for the Tarantula to win the round. It's not completely over.
Yeah, again, you get that sinking feeling when you're against Sabers. I feel like when you pick a Tarantula pack, you're just,
You're gambling.
hoping for Sabers, hoping for not Sabers. You're like, oh no, please don't be Sabers. Please don't be Sabers.
I don't think this is too bad. So we got the Crawler in front. One thing that I do think I like if I'm stuck with this is the Void Eye. I line up with the front of the Tarantula instead of behind. So that way it's also kind of likely the Saber might shoot the Void Eye instead of the Tarantula too.
Oh, that's an interesting point. So you have them more kind of on the same line as the Tarantulas?
Exactly.
I think be like tanks, essentially, because you can take shield early on if you want to,
can kind
of...
No, put that back. Put that back. No, you're gonna feel so bad.
We're doomed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yeah. So having seen that, I'm going to point out, folks watching, Channel Point predictions are open on my stream.
Great time to open the prediction.
First round is going to go heavily Math's way with the Sabertooths getting those insta-locks. Obviously, it's fixable for Isaax on round 2. We just almost had it fixed on round 1. Odds, when you're playing that Tarantula, the way that you described it, do you do that by moving the Void Eyes up, or do you do it by moving the Tarantulas back a little bit?
Void Eyes up. Yeah, so basically they're all 5 tiles from the start. So actually here it looks like the Tarantula needs to move back a tile. And
it's 40 off instead of, or 4 tiles off instead of 5 tiles off also. Yeah. So it would be one tile back for the Tarantulas and probably 3 forward for the Void Eyes to get that position.
Right into the right-in for Mathismight. This is brutal, especially because even if Isaax is thinking about transitioning to Wraith, that right-in is going to instantly hit whatever is in that Tarantula spot, whether it's a Wraith or not. Right-in also obviously very good against Void Eye. Yeah, we said we're just going to see a lot of right-in, and here it is already.
To get the insta-locks fixed with the Crawler that was removed, we've got a Crawler and Phantom Ray attacking the weak unprotected left side tower for Isaax.
Yeah, the Raiden might be a call-out as well. I know you like going Phantom Ray, so I'm just going to build a Raiden round 2. I'm Giant Spec, I can do that. You got to get these Raidens online early, so it just kind of shuts out even the idea of the ground targeting Ray carry.
Yeah, that is something I've talked about the Rays a bunch with Isaax, and it definitely says it's contraindicated if opponent is early Raidens. But he does win round 2, so he's at 42.72, as Mathismight at 39.78. We go to round 3, unit drops, double Steel Ball, double level 2 Vortex, double level 2 Arclight, or a level 2 Storm. Reminder, this is the game 1 of a best of 5. The semifinals were best of 3, but we're going the distance for this. 5 opportunities for psychological damage, including a steel ball with a mobile beacon straight to the unprotected tower.
Love it.
Love it.
So probably we're going to see a Crawler on the shallow flank right next to the Raiden. I would assume.
Just to protect the Raiden from insta-locks.
Trying to sell out of the tarantula. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is
Here comes that
interesting
Wraith
though, because we
transition.
go Wraith. There was a double steel ball pack offered. We don't go there. I know steel balls are kind of not great into Raiden, right? But it is a common comp. You get the Wraith and the steel ball. And the steel ball will pop the crawlers when it dies. Hang on a second. I'm looking at Math's tech bar here, and I mean, I know I was talking about Isaax taking it, but Math does not have crawlers.
Yeah, that's a quite interesting tech bar. Kinetic charge, fortified target lock, damage sharing, and range.
Well,
That's
okay.
a carry steel ball bar, isn't it?
I was
Holy heck.
talking in stream or chat or something the other day, and I was saying, I haven't clicked on the steel ball, I'm sorry, the crawler production, whatever, from steel balls in forever. And I was considering removing it. And then everyone was like, no, you gotta keep it, it's the best tech, blah, 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 blah. Well, here we go. Mathismight doesn't even have it. It's gone. I'm removing it. This is all the assurances I need.
Also going to point out, Isaac's not scared off by the ride and bought a second Phantom Ray.
It is doing quite a lot of cleanup, a lot of damage mitigation. It takes a long time for the Raiden to march all the way across the screen from its corner position to kill that Phantom Ray.
Keppel says take off Mective. I'm pretty sure it was who was it? Player 624 probably telling me to keep it on.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you play a lot and you know where you position. A lot of the steel ball techs aren't very useful if you're an aggro player, right? Like kinetic charge is not something you would normally click if you're on aggro. So yeah, I think it depends.
Kinetic charge is the best one. That's the best tech for steel ball.
I'm going to say it's also very dependent on the other things you like to run, right? If you're if you like to run production factory, obviously you want Mective because that is part of that build. And if you're really counting on the steel balls as being an answer to, I don't know, lots of other units, to being one of your carries, then maybe you want to do without it. But even in the carry build, I think it finds a place to be able to Mective, especially if you're using it against, for example, multi-melter. Mountain. There are places for it.
So we were talking earlier about the potential of having cloak Phantom Rays able to take on the Raidens. And someone in the chat was asking about the text on the Phantom Ray. We don't actually have cloak. So it's armor, range, and ground darting burst. Range and burst can deal with him potentially. It is like quite a big investment, kind of risky. So is cloak, I guess, but I mean it's only $100, right? To try it.
Right. I love this mobile beacon from Math. I actually won a game with this recently. Just straight from the corner there. But somehow Isaax has a great read on it and comes back to play defense with his own mobile beacon. Just barely. Very nice.
Mathismight going for the worm, and this is a play I see a lot of giant spec players do recently, is they'll go for the Raiden and then for the worm. And because the Raiden and the worm have so different answers, it's kind of hard to answer both of them, right?
Yeah.
And once one is answered, you could just sell out and go into the other one, right? So, from the giant specs player's point of view, there's not really much downside to just kind of poking and prodding with different giants, like I said before, and just trying to provoke responses.
As the giant specialist, which item do you want? Nano repair, heavy armor, Mustang production? Brilliant.
Yeah, so this is kind of deciding which direction you want to go, right? If you go for the nano or the heavy armor, you want to lean more on the sandworm. If you go for the production, you want to lean more on the Raiden. It's going to force a melter here.
Point blank melter?
Yeah.
Might be a straight to multi-melter angle, since these giants are on the line. And I think the multi-melter only melter would still be in range of at least the sandworm, if he does go that route.
Yeah, without multi-melt, I'm a little worried if there's like something on the shallow flank, the melter could potentially get distracted. Because the worm will go underground, and then I'm not sure if it'll target the Raiden or the flank, if the shallow flank is closer. It's crazy we're putting the Mustang prod on the Raiden, like right in the corner there.
Right on the line, right? It's like, I don't care. Melter will get an insta-lock, and as long as that worm's kept on the surface, it is going to be multi-melt. You were right. Insta-multi-melt. And there's the shallow blank. And the insta-multi-melt means it's not going to lock the worm after all. Not right away. It gets it a second or two late. Now it is locked on both. It did get locked onto one giant, but not the other.
Yeah, the worm burrowed really for
Really
just like
quickly.
a split second, and was able to break that lock, which might save it. Although all beams are on the worm now, cannot do enough damage quick enough. Wow, multi-melter, such a strong play. Totally turned the tide of the tempo in this game. Mathismight going for the 3 level 2 marksman. I'm getting free deploys for free, basically, is always really strong. Plus there's the wraiths, and now, you know, Math is pretty much just handed a wraith answer, and he will take it. Starting to sell all the giants for Math. So the threat of the multi-melter, you know, very, very apparent.
Using a mobile beacon to fix that lock. Second melter with range added.
Decides not to sell the Raiden, maybe? He's thinking, oh, I can just beacon to save both of these. Because they're right next to each other.
Break those locks and get behind everything.
Blue force? What was that?
Well, 1 force, okay.
Yeah,
with barrier.
It was gonna be, yeah, with barrier, okay.
Well, 2 force would have been quite the play.
We do get the level on the melter. So with the heavy armor, that melter is 117,000 hit points.
This is an expensive turn for Math and doesn't have to sell out of the existing giants to do it.
Or lone, wow. I like this missile and Farseer in the top corner. For Isaax, that's going to get him a tower take.
Yeah, the beacon did not work very well. Could not escape the range of these multi-melters. Now that they also have range,
yeah, if
hitting the forts.
If Isaax had taken suck instead of range, right, then that beacon was going to work. But Mathismight in a ton of trouble, 570 hit points, and looking heavily countered right now.
It's kind of a miracle Isaax has been fighting back here, like after such a rough start. Like everything was going wrong for Isaax.
Yeah, multi-melter. Just such an efficient solution against this multi-giant kind of playstyle. It's like kind of a one answer to rule them all. So aggressive too, like much more aggressive than you would normally see a melter being placed. Kind of trying to punish Math on his, you know, I'm gonna put giants on the line.
Reven says, classic Mathismight. Up against a nuke on 570 hit points. Takes efficient giant for the long-term economy.
Yep.
We get regular range melters from Math to answer the multi-melters.
Yeah, that is the canonical. Right, and it's also good against the Wraiths.
Yep.
Where's your chaff clear, though, Math?
He does have, they're level 1, but there's 2 Mustangs with HE and culling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And they are pretty well protected in all these bubbles.
I'm actually worried more for Isaax's chaff clear because the Wraiths died pretty quickly and we got the marksman with AA. Everything's being pulled back, which means the Wraiths are going to move forward and get locked onto. And there's nothing else that shoots like the Mustangs and stuff. Mustangs are going to get annoying and in the way in front of the fortresses.
We're finally able to break free from the line and burrow.
And the classic counter to multi-melt is regular melt. But is it going to work out? Ah, it's close.
Got it.
Yeah.
And in a melter battle, you usually see EMP picked up from both melters.
I
If
will
the
point out,
melters-
Isaax is prepared for that. He's got the Farseer in there right now, right? He could photon if needed.
Yep. Yeah, turning off the opposing melter's text is usually a death sentence. It's just, there is a little bit of RNG. It's like, where did these missiles hit? Do they hit the melter? Do they EMP it in time? Often creates very close endgames. And we do see the EMP picked up by Mathismight. Will there be a photon?
Yeah, I mean, we've already got double tech for Isaax melters, so clicking EMP is quite expensive. I kind of wish Isaax would just missile that crawler on the back and then kind of go forward with these rays. Use the beacon forward. Tower's only level 2. It's been kind of like weak for a few turns now.
Yeah, it's just defended by a shield, a fang, and a level 1 hound. A wraith could just, move right on in there. Instead, he's continuing to beacon this Phantom Ray push back.
I mean, this wraith, like, behind is pretty good. Whoa, degen, okay. That's weird.
I think I would have still preferred the photon over the degen, but
I have a Farseer already prepared for, like, a good position for photon. I'll click on it.
Preempting the kind of obvious EMP would have been the play, right? Match so close, 1300 to 570. This round could be it.
uh-oh. We got 2 melters turned off.
Yeah, it is
the big melters.
The EMP connecting for Mathismight. He is gonna win game 1.
Close
Very
one.
nicely done. A close fight. Isaax took him to the wire. 8 hit points more than needed. Oh my goodness. That is so close. That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah. So
like all games with math is like this, it's always so close.
Yeah.
The production on the melter was doing a great job in preventing the locks on the melters as well.
Easy.
Here, wait. You can take your old coffee and put it into here.
No, just make me a mocha. What the?
There you go.
Thank you. You're amazing. I appreciate it.
Is that another coffee?
It's like, I'm gonna go with ice.
With ice?
There's ice in
Oh, there's ice in it.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, thank you.
Anyways, how was the stream?
The stream is going very well, thank you. We're 1 game into the finals, which is a best of 5.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
No toast?
Toast is in chat, yeah.
Okay. Because they're normally like...
They normally say hi, kiddo, very quickly, yes.
Yeah, no. But also they're typically like right at the bottom.
It's a shared chat with a whole bunch of viewers because we're in this casting a final.
Well, yeah.
So. There's a hi, kiddo from Lady Naween.
Oh, hello. Oh, my. Whoa.
There you have the mic.
Oh, yeah, fancy mic.
Hello, kiddo.
My co-casters say hello, kiddo, as well. Let the kid cast the final. They're ready.
Yes, let's do it.
Oh, my gosh.
Did someone say coffee?
Yeah.
Indeed.
I didn't know they were in your chat.
They're hanging out.
Twin, where have you been? Anyways, goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much for the mocha.
You're welcome.
Kiddo still sponsoring stream today.
Endless coffee.
Keeping Dad going with the endless coffee. We have emptied the pot at this point. I tried reducing. I made it like 3 or 4 weeks. Vastly reduced caffeine, and then it crept back up.
How much are you drinking a day?
Probably a good 4 cups. Like pretty big cups.
I like pretty
Not
big
not
cups.
necessarily like measured cups, but like big cups. Yeah.
Whatever helps you
Is
through
Kiddo
the day.
using child labor? Cancel streamer. Is Kiddo working the fan? Oh dear. Right. Welcome to Game 2 of the Club Mecha Season 2 Finals. Isaax had Mathismight in trouble for a bit in Game 1, but Mathismight closed it out to win with 570 hit points left. Isaax is going to be near side in blue. Mathismight, Saber Specialist with Sabers start already on the far side in red.
Giant Spec was offered and skipped. Isaax doesn't quite like it, I guess.
Sabers v Sabers.
Also picked up Sabers with the Arc Lights and a Marksman Specialist. He's made really good use of the Marksman against Hero Ajax in the semis. See if he's able to replicate that impressive performance against Mathismight.
Yeah, we'll see if this is a crossfire. The map is kind of, made to be a crossfire. If both players set up the standard way, you're going to be pushing into the side without your wall, without the wall against you. So, that would result in the crossfire scenario. I mean, whoa, fangs. That's a little bit wild.
That is not the normal chaff pickup. Yeah, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I see it. Right.
There we go.
Isaac's reducing streamer anxiety by taking weaker colors.
So we do see Math begin to set up on the other side. That will set up the crossfire. It's going to be a straight mirror with arc lights and sabers and crawlers on both sides.
Isaac's already setting up right away with that arc light in the bottom left to clear the crawlers.
Yeah, way back there.
No, it's ideal. Like this is what you want in the crossfire, so it's not bad.
And doing that on round 1 is really nice.
Yeah, it's a bit risky, but it ends up paying off.
That's going to be amazing for him this turn.
Yeah, we say that, but
so
the
quickly
timing.
that it doesn't actually get to do its job very much.
Oh man.
It did take out some.
Yeah,
of them.
it might have been better if it was just a slightly farther forward, so it could clear a few more crawlers before that saber comes in and blasts the tower.
To be fair, it will
out.
be better once it's teched and that tower has a level. So long-term positioning more important to Isaax than the short-term, and he does win the round anyways.
I find that often getting the tower take second in a crossfire is generally better.
Yeah, so we've had this discussion a lot recently about in the crossfire whether or not you want to level your towers quickly. And the consensus from like Forgotten Arbiter and others that we learned in Mech Academy was actually don't worry so much about the towers in the first few turns. You don't have to fortify them. Spend the money on your units and the upgrades, the things that you need to make your army better. The timings are not random, but they're like pretty difficult to get right. And any small action from your opponent could very easily counteract what you have done to try to slow things down or change the timings. So it's almost not worth it. And again, the damage in the early few rounds is not that important either. So it's often better to just focus on your units, your techs, your upgrades, the things that you need, rather than the towers right away.
You do get a stealth cloaked phantom ray from Mathismight, so I imagine that's close to your heart odds. Math
Love
also
it.
setting up with the arc light behind the right side tower, and Math did level that tower already. For Isaax, his way of slowing down the push on the left side to get some more value out of that arc light isn't leveling the tower, it's adding a fang in front of it.
So I love Phantom Ray Cloak in Crossfire specifically, because it makes for these weird situations where you have, one army on one side, one army on the other, towers are being shot down or whatever. There's no like formation. It's just kind of units moving around and getting weird. And the more the round gets weird, the more the cloak pays off. See, the tower is down now, but the Phantom Rays can't be targeted by that marksman because they're invisible. And now they just come, they scam that marksman, they get a level, and this is really, really great. This is exactly what happens all the time.
That is beautiful. 36,000 damage, 29 kills, and a level for those Phantom Rays. My goodness. I might have to put that back on the bar.
It's fun. Yeah. It's always like, so sometimes when you play, and I remember this a lot when Void Eyes were even better than they are, right? They were like kind of in the meta, and it's like, why are they so good? And like you'd be playing a round out and you look at the board and it's like, well, my army should win here. And then suddenly the Void Eyes are just a little bit too strong and they do more than you think. So often that's a unit in particular where it's like, I didn't expect it to do so well, and yet it does. And the Phantom right now is kind of filling that role for me where it's like, well, it shouldn't really do that well, but often it does. Like if you're betting that it's not gonna work out or whatever, like it often is positive, like it will work out more than it doesn't. It's pleasantly surprised rather than often disappointed. You know what I mean?
Right. Both players taking the level 2 Mustang. Isaax is taking the Missile Interceptor for the Sabres to try and prevent that late round missile scam, and possibly also to force out burst mode. At the very least, to try to keep the level 3 marksman alive so he can do his business.
We see field maintenance from Math. Pretty dangerous tech at this stage. There's not much besides Isaac's own sabers that can overcome field maintenance.
Yeah, or the marksman.
Yeah. I mean, the marksman would still take a while if it was just the marksman, just because it fires so infrequently that it gives sabers, a little time to heal back up.
It's so cheap as saber spec. 3 sabers that heal, like it's going to be so much damage on the board possibly as well. There we go, that Phantom Ray coming in for another scam. Flying directly towards the marksman.
And the anti-missile is dead before they lock onto the marksman. They're halfway to level 3 already, and all of the sabers. One of them is leveled for Math. The rest of them picking up good experience there. Elite Rhino, Missile Strike, Haste Module, and Barrier on offer. Do you like any of those in particular, Odds?
The Elite Rhino?
I just out of these 4.
Okay.
Either player.
Elite Rhino would actually be a pretty crazy choice. I feel like it might work, honestly.
It's definitely like a buff compared to last time where it was like a level 3 Rhino. It's a little expensive, but the Elite Rhino now only does level 2s, and it's like kind of a ninja buff to this card. I'm not sure if it's great here, but like I do like seeing it. Probably the haste mod is good. Yeah, on the Mustang, that's great.
Honestly, I'm always clicking Elite Recruitment when I'm playing Rhinos, so
yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
Saves you $100.
Saves you $100 a round. It can be huge.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the double haste mod makes sense here. Speed is everything. Also, the extra damage is very important.
And the beacon from Math to avoid those units getting pulled by that crawler from Isaax. This is a very cast-like beacon. Cast loves to do these beacons from the mid-range all the way into the deep opponent's field.
Just did we add kinetic? We did. We talked about that bar on during game 1, but here you see a quick kinetic charge from middle range steel ball. Really nice. And obviously intending to just chew through a level 2 tower if there is one. And even leveling the far side tower now isn't going to buy Isaax a ton.
Yeah.
As long as the steel balls are surviving, I mean.
Yeah, that's a really nice crossfire ball kind of tech.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the marksman wants to shoot at those phantom rays, and it can't. You see that?
Yeah. And another solid round for Mathismight. He's at 36-16. He's dropped Isaax below 1800. He's down to 1640. So Isaax already down 1 game to nothing, in a lot of trouble here in game 2. As Mathismight just, I don't know, exquisitely playing the crossfire right now. Every tech chosen is cheap and impactful. It's been really neat for tempo.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just one Phantom Ray. It's not like there's this huge Phantom Ray menace that, you know, Isaax needs to answer. It's just one level 2 Phantom Ray, and it's causing a lot of problems in the end game, as Odds keeps pointing out.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised always. It's often doing a bit better than you think it should. If you just build your boards with units like that, then you're going to have a pretty comprehensive board that will surprise you.
Steel balls also leveled, and Isaac's answer to all of that is going to be a riding with the tank production. But I'm just thinking about the way this beacon has been working out. It feels like Math's units are kind of coming up around behind and picking off the long range units from behind the board. So there's just no chaff back here that no slow chaff, I guess I should say, for Isaax that could slow those down after the tower take, especially after the second tower take.
Yeah, the super deep beacons also make sure that those balls go to the other tower instead of trying to face the other army coming in from his own tower.
Here's another castism. It's where you split the Phantom Ray pack into 2. Now, often you see that with like armor or whatever, because then you can lock up more than one pack of Mustang, where the same counter would counter the pack of Phantom Ray. It actually needs to do it twice now. Kind of similar, I guess, with Cloak as well. I don't know, we'll see.
Steel Ball's taking the tower through the debuff, something that, you know, Steel Balls are quite good at doing.
One Phantom Ray survived, never got locked onto.
Oh.
Eventually it goes down.
But Raidens are infamously very bad at dealing with regen units. Any tanky unit, a regen is not that great at killing, and especially if it has regen, you know, you have a regen Scorpion or a regen Saber, can just totally brick up Raidens.
As you saw, both players taking some hit point damage. Of course, that suits Mathismight, who's way ahead. He's at 3266. Isaax is going to be down to 1240 or so. Isaac's taking the melter. Quick melting point. Did we take it and sell it?
It was going to go on the bottom left.
Bottom left, okay.
Yeah, it's going to help deal with those Seers. It can be awkward in the Saber. Like, obviously it works against field maintenance. But again, if the Sabers get levels, they get range, they get double shot, they then beat the Melters. Right. It is a big investment. I don't think Math likes to do that kind of thing, but you can also be beaten, I guess, by the steel balls or the kinetic charge. Yeah,
the steel ball's coming straight at it. I think it's going to be in a lot of trouble back there. I don't think that positioning is... Well, it doesn't feel strong at this point. It's going to take some work to make that positioning strong for Isaax.
We're going to protect the steel balls with a pair of rhinos. The notorious double blue rhino drop.
Yeah, we see the oil from Math slowing down the push on on his weak side, and this is something that's pretty common in crossfires. I'm kind of surprised that Isaax hasn't. Oh, now he gets the oil. Okay.
He's listening to you. Again,
Yeah.
90 seconds in the past, but he's definitely listening to you.
I think just math reminded him that, hey, you need oil here.
Right. Yeah, that is one of the dangers of playing that if you're in control. Right? It's just remind your opponent that they're having a little bit more.
Yeah, there's just so much chaff and stuff on that side. Like, the smelter is not really gonna ever be able to lock on anything.
It's locking onto plenty of crawlers. I don't know what.
Oh, it does get the tower
Well.
timing pretty fortuitously, but these balls, you know, they're still locked on.
Did it take out all three of the? It did. It cut all three of the phantom rays there.
Not enough that shoots up really now.
Couple
Yeah,
of,
but these, again,
couple of Mustangs
these
left.
sabers are just totally bricking the Raiden.
So all you need is like a
Mustangs clean up.
handful of Mustangs. And that's gonna be it!
That's game 2 already. 6 rounds and done. Mathismight comprehensively in charge of this best of 5. He's up 2 games to nothing. Wow.
Isaax back against the wall in this best of 5 series.
Just wow.
Gonna run a quick ad while we get up the next game.
I'm going to need that invite. Oh, no, I got it. There we go.
That melting point is unemployed.
Yeah. What I was worried about with that positioning. I mean, it honestly, I was surprised it did as well as it did to pick up the phantom rays. But I was just always going to be in a lot of trouble there.
Yeah, Math just doing a lot of damage with minimal units.
Again, I think it was really the choice of techs, right? And it's one of the things I've noticed in tempo games. Getting by with no techs or very cheap techs allows you to be putting more units on the board, more player hit point damage worth of units on the board, and that can snowball really, really quickly.
It's one of the dangers of revealing your giants too early, right? Like the Vulcan marksman players who love getting a Vulcan round 2, or the people who are getting a Raiden round 2, is that you're kind of showing your hand so early that the other player can be like, okay, I'm just gonna counter this thing now. I'm gonna focus all of my board on countering your giant, which is taking your deploy and all of your money. And seeing the Raiden super early, Math was able to click that field maintenance tech on the sabers to kind of counteract them.
And once you had the levels in it, they were essentially unkillable. Again, it's the little. I have one phantom ray, and it's got one cheap tech on it. I've got one steel ball, and it's got one cheap tech on it. This is really neat. Really, really good use of it.
Very scrappy. Or resourceful, I guess you would call
Or
it.
efficient. Scarily efficient, perhaps.
Yeah, we saw both players elect to just press the counterattack there, or the crossfire. Neither one decided that they really wanted to defend the tower. I mean, Isaax was trying at the end there, but for most of the time, he just had like a Fang and an Arc Light, stuff to slow the push down, but not actually defend the tower. It's always a choice you got to make in a crossfire.
Welcome to our third game of a best of 5. Isaax, near side in blue, with his back against the wall, down 2 games to nothing, and trying to shake off a really comprehensive loss in game 2. He's going to be a giant specialist. He skipped the giant specialist last time, but he takes it this time. Sledge and marksman start. Mathismight on the far side in red. Fire Badger specialist with Fire Badgers and Crawlers. Of course, Fire Badger has been very, very strong recently, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, so now, yeah, we might see the Raidens again.
This
from
looks
Isaax.
This looks like what he did against. I was going to say from Mathismight. It looks like what he was doing against Sparty. Right, with the potential for Fire Badger into Raiden.
Yeah, Isaac's starting with the marksman, so he is, somewhat safeguarded against an early Raiden. The sledges kind of positioned where he thinks Math will be pushing. Math, though, decides to push the other side, the side with the mines, which is not typical.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a miss on the asynchronous defense by Isaacs.
I learned something recently from Forgotten Arbiter, which is that the magnetic barricade is an electromagnetic effect, which means that it is countered by photon.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
That's how you counter it with photon.
Units under the effect of photon are triggered but are not slowed by the magnetic barricade.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like by the time that matters, the barricade is usually not really much of a problem.
A little bit less important, but it can be a big surprise to the player that doesn't know it.
That's huge. Like when you play rhinos, for example, that's like one of the avenues you don't really want to run down is through that magnetic barricade. And the opponent will think they're safe. You just photon the rhinos. There you go. You're free.
Does it still trigger the barricade?
Yeah, it triggers it.
Get rid of it? Oh, wow.
Yep. Yeah, photon item on turn 2, and you don't really care anymore.
That's true.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's so spicy. I like that. I was so frustrated with this thing for so long, as it's like you can't counter it. But hearing that there is an actual counter in the game for it, makes me feel
always
good.
has been. We just didn't find it.
Yeah. Wow. There we go. We get the double fang drop. Perfect.
Commit to the Vulcan.
Yep. Perfect.
And drop. So it looks a little bit like the game that Mathismight played earlier, where we talked very very much about the Fang drop, and
I'm not a Vulcan marksman player, but I would be worried playing Vulcan marksman in the math. Like surely he knows the best way to counter Vulcan marksman, right? I mean he plays it so much.
I suppose.
Remember, he's just watched Sparty beat him in it with the.
I think that
the Overlords.
Math was going for, a tempo move here, deploying on the magnetic barricade side, right, instead of the other side. So it does win that sort of deployment coin toss or whatever you want to call it. But in the long run, the barricade is going to make things much more difficult. Look how much these crawlers are bunching up. And until we get photon, apparently, this Vulcan is just going to be farming.
Yeah, they just get wrecked there.
Yeah, I mean, there is a reason why players don't set up in front of the barricade, right? Like, Math was purposely doing it to try to catch Isaacs off guard, which he did. But, now Isaac's going to be like, okay, well, you want to push over there? I'm just going to take advantage of the mines that I have.
I think this is Isaacs' game to lose here. I think he's got a good spot. I'm betting 200. Let's go, Isaacs. Come on, let's go to game 4. You got it. It's the redeploy, can move that sledgehammer around.
If I was Math, I would want to put a crawler right in front of those barricades just to get them out of the way immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, Isaac sells it.
What?
I think I would sell the Chungus.
Control Z. Okay. Control Z. Don't sell that, son. I know it's habitual.
At least
it's
not
doing
yet.
a lot of work. What are we doing with this Vulcan on the right side?
Safety.
Yeah, we don't want to get pulled too far apart. Okay, well, he's putting it on that side. I think that's a better choice because that's already pulling 3 units of chaff. You kind of just want to get rid of that flank as quickly as possible, so that your chaff can actually do its job, as opposed to leave the Vulcan exposed to whatever DPS Math is going to add to handle these Vulcans, which is not really there yet. I mean, he's just has Fire Badgers and 1 level 2 marksman. I'm not sure how he plans on killing these 2 Vulcans, but I don't think it's going to happen this round.
Isaacs eventually gets the redeploy to put the sledge out to handle this shallow flank.
Yeah, I like that
or
better.
the deep flank around the right-hand side. Mathismight adding an attack on the right-hand side with a badger and crawler. 2 badgers and a crawler by redeploying over there.
Oh,
So should get in on that tower.
yeah. Actually, this redeploy is going to throw everything off. Math is going to move everything over to the right side, the easier side now. So that sort of late game issue that we were talking about with that beacon, not beacon, the fake barricade, maybe not going to be a factor.
Right.
Yeah, with the help of the tower, the level 2 marksman is able to kill one of the Vulcans, but it's not look like it'll be able to kill the other one. There's another tower take though. Should be able to clean up this Vulcan.
It's there, and Mathismight winning round 3. Switching over from left to right. He's got Isaax at 3,500. Well, they're both at 3,500 at the moment. There is the photon if you wanted to test this theory.
Vulcan Descent looks pretty decent.
Yeah, for the Vulcan player, of course.
Also great. You know, it'll be back in a few turns. Once you have like spawn marksman, for example, you can throw that in the back middle. When it lands, it'll pop the marksman out too.
Yeah, that's always fun. Self-contained battle unit. As long as the marksman makes the crawlers, or makes the fangs, you're golden, right?
Yeah, it's everything you need. Huh.
Interesting. Isaax picks up a fort on the right-hand side. He is giant specialist. No cost to unlock that.
Yeah, I mean, these Fire Badgers are not going to be able to kill a fort, so unless he adds some serious DPS on this side, that fort's not going to get killed. Oh, we see a Scorpion. Okay.
Would you like some serious DPS? Here we are. But it's going to be a field maintenance Scorpion. So just trying to stay alive, do a DPS check on Isaax's units. And of course, it is lined up. He's not trying to counter the fort. He doesn't know about that. He's got that lined up straight opposite the tower. He wants to get in on the tower as quickly as possible. He's got one on the corner, one straight opposite the tower.
Huge
Yeah, I think he was
missile.
expecting
Oh my God.
a Vulcan there, so that's kind of why he went with the field maintenance, because there'd be no way that a Vulcan could kill the Scorpion. A fort is a little bit better against the Scorpion, but, you know, as you can see, it's kind of stuck on chaff. There's not really much chaff clear on that side. There's no Vulcan, so Scorpion locked the fort early and is going to be able to bring it down. However, oh,
Tower take.
tower take. Okay.
Oh,
Fort
it
does
was
go
so
down.
close to getting that Scorp. I can still see it.
I think long range, in the long term, I think the fort Scorp matchup is kind of favored towards the fort, because
Yeah, it should be.
you could take range and overload and just blast down those Scorpions relatively easily.
Isaax gets a pair of free Phoenix. That's probably contraindicated for math because of the potential of Fort AA barrage. So he skips the Phoenix, picks up a Raiden with ionization. Now there's no giant directly in front of him. But again, this is a cheap tech that doesn't hurt him a ton to be out ionization.
I like this. We're selling out of the fort, going to the melter. It's free. Why not? And then Vulcan Melter, the king. Like, it's always been the best. If you thought Vulcan Marksman was really hard to play against, Vulcan Melter is just insane.
Exodia, as they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as an aggro player, I actually find Vulcan Melter not to be that big of a deal, especially because you already have units that kill the Vulcans. They're also going to likely kill Melter. But the problem for Math is that he went early into field maintenance, so the Scorpions, you know, they don't have much range of a saber, and now it's going to be much more expensive to tech them with range if he wants to continue with the Scorpions. And they're also kind of expensive, so, you know, the Giants are going to be multiplying. It would be better if he was in something like Sabers, because he could make more of them, and he's kind of stuck now with these Scorpions.
No text at all on Ajax's side of the, or on Isaac's side of the board at all.
The Ion,
Not a
really quick, is
single
pretty
one.
interesting. The math.
Just building the board, but he'll be able to get some force multipliers going when he takes those techs. And kind of waiting for Math to commit to certain things. He's going to see what Math is committed into before he commits to Tex. Math does win round 5 pretty hard. He's at 2,300 hit points. Isaax will be down to 1,830. It's probably time to commit some of those Tex, Isaax.
Another
Jav.
redeploy.
Really good cards here. Additional deployment, redeployment, orbital Jav. Isaac's going for the Jav to try to take care of these Raidens, which do have Ionize now. Of course, the danger of putting two Giants next to each other is that they can both get Javed.
Oh no.
He has redeploy. He'd be able to fix that. But no, he redeploys one of the other Vulcans over. I was going to say thank you for speaking right at that moment, Ego, because I was going to say there's no way that Math passes up the econ, the additional deployment, but he did. Saved me from making the mistake live.
Yeah, I mean, the Jav is just really good here against the Giants that are not tanky enough yet to withstand the Javelin. They're not level 2, so they will just all die to a Javelin if they hit. And as it stands, it looks like Isaax is gonna take some heavy damage from this Javelin. Oh,
Okay, I like
Figures it
this
out.
much better. Yes.
Sells the Vulcan from the weak side. Does the redeploy to keep his melting point alive. Adds range for the melters so they can get some good locks.
We are going to be down on shaft clear though, with that Vulcan dying. Maybe didn't want 2 melters.
Yeah, we still don't have any techs on the Vulcans, so they still don't have range. Maybe the Vulcan on the left could help out if it had range, but...
Math dropping oil to burn the entire left side chaff. He's still got chaff arriving. Those poor melters are getting overrun with crawlers. Tower take. Is that gonna be it? Not quite. Real close again, though.
I think it might be...
It is! Isaax down again in round 6. Mathismight just closing things out. Again, it's cheap techs for early tempo. Ionization, the field maintenance, and being able to redeploy off of what when Isaax had this left side completely shut down. Turns out critical for him. GG's to both of you, and congratulations, Mathismight. You are the Club Mecha Season 2 champion. Unbeaten season. 10 best of 3s. Well, 9 best of 3s and a best of 5.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a rocky road in the first 2 games here in the tournament phase, but managed to do a clean sweep in the finals.
Oh, Isaac says he's replayed the round and did over 2,500 damage, so he had a way to win that one. Oh, that hurts. That always hurts. But on the other hand, it's always something we can learn from, right? That is the kind of the beauty of the game. I thought it was really
good. Yep, indeed.
I was going to say it seemed really bold to me, Isaax, that you were this deep into the game with only 1 tech. Can see how you got there, but it felt bold. Hero Ajax says, Ego, Amarok, Odds, thank you all for making this happen. No, we are glad to. It's I know I talked to Ego about this, and I know Odds kind of feels the same way, but it's all about building the community.
100%.
And, we love the game, all 3 of us. I think, as I'm sure everybody in this chat does. So it's all about building the community, and it's neat to be able to give back.
It's great to see so many top players interested in community events like this, just because, there's no more Mag 1. There's no prize incentive for this tournament, as I said before, so it's all for fun. And yet still, a lot of top players show up just for the spirit of competition and more ways to play the game.
You put a lot of work into it behind the scenes, Ego, so thank you very much for, I kind of think, spotting the need when Mag 1 went down and going straight to it, not just like, I'm going to be upset that this is happening. I'm going to complain to the community, but like, no, I'm going to step up and do something about it. So I think you deserve a big round of applause from the audience and from Odds and myself, because you've done a lot of work on that. So I wanted to say thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. And Odds himself has also done the same thing with the Mech Academy. I think it's a great way to engage the community, to teach players who want to learn how to be better. And I have noticed a huge difference in the amount of players at the top end. Players I haven't really heard before, players from the Mech Academy who have gotten the coaching and really capitalized on it, and moved up into that high MMR range.
Yeah, that's
And so
awesome.
yeah,
That was like the goal. Also, kind of filling the gap of the Mag 1. Right when that happened, it was the time slot opened up, and I was trying to figure out what time to do season 1 at. I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I guess we'll squeak in here, and then maybe we can also have some other players that would normally be unavailable, but be available to coach. And so, yeah, we're taking a negative with losing Mag 1 and turning it into positive to grow the community, grassroots style.
It is worth a shout out that the finals for that are coming up on Saturday, 8th of August. You can catch that on both of these channels, Odds01, Amarok81. We'll be casting those finals. Those start at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 5 p.m. Central European. So figure out your local time zone from one of those three and tune in. We'd love to have you there.
I guess that about wraps it up, eh?
Pretty
yeah, pretty
much.
much. Sorry that you couldn't join the 2v2 tournament. It's just a little bit too long.
Oh, that's
Just a little
okay.
long.
I'd much rather be doing this.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming and watching and participating. Having a bunch of people watch really makes it feel a lot more legit. And
Had
yeah,
over
it was super
100
fun. Great games.
over 100 viewers between the two streams together. So thank you all for being here.